Well, following on from the last video, I decided I'm going to show you how the heavy cruisers work. So, it's in 1920, same as the campaign, but unfortunately, the tech is different in the custom battle. You've basically got all of the tech in the custom battle. So I've got the latest heavy cruiser. I haven't got the armored cruiser 5. And the enemy's got all the latest stuff as well, so it's going to be a bit different to what I built in the campaign, but it's basically the same principle. I have got deck torpedoes on this ship though, where on the other one I had underwater torpedoes, so the deck torpedoes are considerably better. But at the same time, I haven't been able to take an 11-inch on this, I've only got 9-inch. So it is a slightly different ship, but it performs an almost identical role. So I'll just show you how I would normally use this if it was mixed in amongst all other ships, basically. So you could try and go in with all your ships at the same time and dodge torpedoes with everybody. But if you've got a mix of ships, like battleships and armoured cruisers, destroyers, they've all got different turning circles and different speeds and everything. And so it can get really, really messy trying to go in with everybody at once. So what you would do is you would create a battle line, and then your battle line would just go off to the side. So if the enemy's to the north, which is that way, in fact what I'll do is I'll tell him to join onto here. So if the enemy's to the north, you wouldn't go to the north, you'd just go slightly like perpendicular kind of to where they are coming from. And then you would just head at them with one of your ships. And then this way, this one ship would be doing the screening duties, trying to take out the smaller ships, while obviously trying to dodge torpedoes. So because you're breaking one off and going in the opposite direction to your battle line, you're not going to get collateral fire aiming at your other ships, because this ship is leading the torpedoes away from your battle line. So that's how you would traditionally use this type of ship. So what I would do is I would find out where the enemy battleship is. I would select everybody, hold down shift to select your torpedoes. With shift held down, click on the enemy battleship and then turn your torpedoes on. Now, if you get in range of your torpedoes, of the battleship with your torpedoes, they're just going to fire at him only. So it's a good way to fire at the battleship and not at anybody else, basically. You could just have them turned off, but if you do get in range of the battleship, you may as well fire at him. But you definitely don't want to be firing at their smaller ships, because it's just a waste of torpedoes. So the primary objective here is don't get torpedoes fired at your armoured cruiser in the direction of your battle line. So always turn away from the combat. If I start turning inside, they're then going to shoot basically straight at my battle line. Okay, so we've dealt with the destroyer. So now I can either try and deal with the light cruiser, which would probably be a good idea, but because I'm close to the enemy battleship, I'm going to try and just get my torpedoes off first. So I'm just going to send these slightly closer to see if they can get the torpedoes off. Because he's going in the direction of my ships, he's probably not going to fire his torpedoes because it's dangerous. Oh, he is going to fire them. But now obviously my ships are in peril of my own torpedoes. So I'm going to have to break off so I don't get hit by my own torpedoes. I think this ship at the front should be fine, but I am still going to be firing torpedoes in this direction, so this was a risky thing to do. This is probably not wise. So I'm just firing a few at the armoured cruiser. I thought I might be able to hit him, but he's just managed to evade, unfortunately. So this is a little bit different to what I'd normally do because I've brought in a second armoured cruiser, which has made things a little bit more complicated. But his armoured cruiser's out of torpedoes now, which is good. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I've got some torpedoes on this side. So that should finish him off. Although it's not looking like it's going to be enough. So I'm just going to fire my rear torpedo launcher at him if I can. And then this armoured cruiser is firing his torpedoes at this battle cruiser. So now with this ship, 4x4, 16, I have got a launcher that I haven't used yet, and I think it's on my port side, but I don't actually know. Well, I'm going to aim it at this guy because I don't want collateral damage coming in towards this ship. Unfortunately, he's still got some compartments that are not flooded, and he's not fired his torpedo launcher, which is a shame. I was lucky, I didn't see my own torpedo coming in there. So I'm going to have to slow down so I can fire this torpedo, because I'm doing such tight manoeuvres, it's not letting me fire the torpedo, unfortunately. So I could easily get the rear one fired off if I get in front of him. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Oh, I don't even need to. So he's fired the rear one off at this armoured cruiser anyway. Oops. So I'm just going to turn his torpedoes off so I don't get any collateral fire. Same with these. And like I say, he's still got one of his side launchers that he hasn't fired yet, and I assume it's his starboard side. I don't know. We'll soon find out. So yeah, it was his starboard side. And I think I've done enough damage there to finish him off. So now it's just a case of finishing off this light cruiser. Now the light cruiser has got a lot of torpedoes, so he's not to be trifled with. He could easily do considerable damage to me. Now, I don't think any of my deck torpedoes are ready to fire, but his are. I might just launch them off now. So there we go. It was a little bit different to how I'd normally do it because I brought 2 of the armoured cruisers in to attack. But you get the general gist of what I was showing. Right, cheers guys. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you soon.